All right, how you guys doing out there today? Love them knives. Channel LTK here. We're going to talk about tradition, and it's good to have a tradition, you know. I mean, Thanksgiving is a wonderful tradition, and the knife. Hey, don't be correcting me, Flanagan. Now we got Finian over here. Really? Couple of critics. In any case, oh my God, I get the incoming from Ireland. What's going on? Tradition. That is the name of this model. It is manufactured by Artisan Cutlery, if you can tell right there. And I discovered them. For me, I mean, they knew they existed, right? But I saw them at the SHOT Show 2018. And Russell was there and we talked, and the rest is history. Not much history because we're not that far down the road from the SHOT Show. But they are now not just sold on the Artisan Cutlery website, which I found kind of difficult to maneuver, and so did some other people. But they're at White Mountain Knives. They're at wherever. They're, online, just whatever. But go to White Mountain Knives, of course, because LTK is the discount code for 10% off. $50, now it's $45. $150, now it's less. Do I have to do math? Hey, Finian, do you know the math? What's 10% off of 150? Or is it 155? Somewhere in there. And like 175 for the big dog, which is pretty inexpensive, guys. Oh, this is a blades we love. I sent this off. Okay, here's what I did. I'm going to totally fess up to you. Okay, I stuck my screwdriver here to turn this. Okay, I was going to take it apart, which I did, and took pictures of the guts. I'll show you the guts later. But, of course, I think maybe kind of breaking that away initially, what I did is the screwdriver went whoops and it kind of skated across here. Left a nice mark right through the blue ano on this knife. And I go, well, I'm not going to tell you what I said. It's probably not playable on YouTube. In any case, I was not happy. Let's put it that way. And I go, but I know a guy that can fix it. Steve, up there at Blades We Love, up there in Sheridan, Wyoming. So I sent my knife to him, and it came back looking like this. How insane is that? It's like, dude, I think, yeah, that's different than when I sent it to you. Of course, he let me pick the pattern and came down to this and one other, and I think we're good. Somebody, and I've been kind of thinking on the tradition knives. This is the big one. This is the smaller one. This hasn't been redone. These are the big G10 ones. It's hard to catch your aspect ratio here because, this one is actually the same size as this, which looks as big as everything else, but it's not. Well, maybe it's not quite as big. Yeah, it is. Same size. But it's a little tougher to kind of catch that aspect when you're looking across the table there. See that? Yeah. So the G10 ones, of course, got steel liners on them, and they got ceramic bearings, though. Ceramic detent and all that. I'll show you because I got pictures of them. Took apart. I took this one apart. I didn't take this one apart. I took this one apart, this one apart. I don't think I took this one apart, but I've taken a bunch of them. In any case, so yeah, scratch this one, sent it to him. He redid it, sent it back. And I was going to say, you got the plate where you can switch from one side to another. And, I guess it's titanium and it can be anodized and colored. So you go, that does kind of give you a little silver splotch right there, kind of breaks up the whole deal. But on the other hand, they're serving the left-handers. Is that just an absolute untenable thing? And no, not to me it isn't. So in any case, I mean, you can flip this over and put it over there for the lefties. I think it's all right. And, who was it that, Hinderer and some others, I mean, they have that. Of course, their knives, well, they have full tie knives as well as their G10 stuff. But in any case, so, that's what I'm saying. And I think that's okay. And Russell's tired of me, probably, at Artisan. If you were at the Blade Show, you saw him there at the table. And he did, he was on camera with Birdshot 4 and some others that walked up and did some videos. In any case, yeah, very, very nice guy. And I've, given him my opinion, which I think that plus 50 cents won't buy you much. About the pivot being this way, and you can use a screwdriver. You just gotta be careful because you don't want to do what I did unless you want to just send it to Steve and have a cool job done on it. There you go, and no harm, no foul there. But yeah, you gotta watch it. I mean, maybe put a little bit of tape around here because you don't want to mess that up. You don't want to scratch this. Well, with the G10 models, it's not a big deal, right? Who cares? I mean, you're really not going to probably go off track that bad. And, just stabilize your screwdriver tip and make sure you've got good contact in there. But it's not terribly deep grooves. So, yeah, it's a bit. And they give you a little tool to do that with as opposed to a screwdriver, which I really don't care for. So I just use a screwdriver. Because, with a screwdriver, I mean, their little tool, it's in here somewhere, I don't know. But in any case, we'll see it later. The screwdriver, gives you more to grip onto, and it gives you more of this. Now, you might want a shorter stemmed one, but this happens to be sitting on my table. So, in any case, yeah. But that's the only thing. And then the rest of these are just Torxes. So you can get those with your normal Torx screws, which I'm going to talk about one time. I got some new information from Steve at Blades We Love about some Torx Plus models, ones like number 6s and number 8s. If your number 6 is kind of doesn't really fit, it's got a lot of slop in there, there's a 6 Plus you can get from KC Tools. And so you can talk to them about that. And that's a different manufacturer. It's not Weehaw. But in any case, are we off course now? G10 models. I was going to get the laminate carbon fiber G10 black one, and then I didn't. So, I mean, I just ran out of money anyhow. Which we'll take care of that. We'll be having another big table sale. But in any case, so this is a black G10 model. And of course, Russ gave me this back in January of 2018 at the SHOT Show. So, I mean, hey, I appreciate it. So, a little bit of refinement, I think, since then. You can kind of... You hear that? A little bit. Hold on. I'll put it up here. Made it close to my mic. Did you hear that? A little bit of it singing to you. And I think it's the detemp ball. But this one is more is a modern run, since then. And I'm not hearing that. So, man, and the action's a lot smoother. So maybe we talked about it. Russ and I did about that kind of little singing that it's doing there, and it's not tracking exactly like it should, or it wouldn't be making that noise. But this one is good to go. So I'm really, and I bought this one, just recently. So, man, I mean, it's a great deal. I mean, if you get it at White Mountain for $50 and $10, I didn't look at the exact pricing, but 10% off. Hell, I mean, that's a 9-inch knife. I mean, that's a big dog with D2 steel blades. Blade, what's that, the 1702, whatever. I mean, it's the tradition model. And they come in this, and I think orange, whatever. So, yeah, that just it has a little bit of a sound to it, and this one doesn't. So maybe a little smoother now. Maybe they've done some refinement, because we were talking about that. So, sometimes the maker, if they're responsive, they do some changes as things occur that occur to people to talk about. And this is the small tradition, which they're doing in the titanium right now. I don't know if they're going to do this little 3-inch model here in the G10. That would be good. That would be cool. Another thing about these, other than the pivot and the tracking making a little bit of noise in the past, was the fact that they don't skeletonize their liners. So, and these are fairly heavy, like about 6.2 ounce knives. So, yeah, that would be helpful. Although you're not looking for a 1.5 ounce knife. When you're looking for a big hog. I mean, this is a dog, man. This is a big, heavy user knife. So, I mean, that's fine with me. I mean, I saw somebody doing a review complaining about the weight, but then he threw another knife up, and I think it was the Recon, and it was like 5.3 or 5.4 ounces, and this is like 6.2. Okay, less than an ounce. I mean, really? I mean, so I don't know. To me, that's not a big, huge deal. 4mm blade stock, I believe, are really close. Probably 3.7, 0.146. Yeah, 3.7 blade stock, and I think that probably hangs fire for the large titanium one as well. That's in S35VN. Yeah, basically about 3.7. These things here, I don't know if they're the same. Yeah, they are. About the same. So there you go. And let's see the fatness in the hand. 0.54, that's not that big a deal. What's that, about 13? About 14 millimeters. Little guy. Yeah, that's definitely almost, that's about 11.42. So that's actually thinner in the hand than like the paramilitary too. The para is a 0.46, so this is 0.42. A lot thinner, nice little 3-inch blade, really nice little carry. Feels substantial, so it's not like bug out, Benchmade bug out light, you know what I mean? But it's pretty light, probably in the low 3s. And let's do this. Hey, you guys, go hang out somewhere. Let's weigh them up, because I think that's kind of important to put out here right now. Okay, so let's get the little titanium model here. Yeah, I was figuring about 3.2, 3.3 ounces, 94 grams. Okay, let's go to the G10, because these are heavy. Okay, 178. But, I mean, that's not ridiculous. I mean, 150 is not horrible. So, let's get back to ounces. Yeah, 6.2, 6.3. Oh, well. And the big dog titanium model. Hope that anno didn't add 5 ounces to it. Okay, 5, yeah, about 6. So, it's a little lighter than the G10. It's all right. Yeah. Good looking knife though. These come in blue, they come in green, they come in that kind of rose, kind of almost pinkish, purplish color, and then just a regular silver. So you can do that. And then these, I believe, orange and the OD green and the camo and the black. So I got the camo and the black, but I don't have the OD green and the orange. But I think these are just great. These are just big old, and the ergos on these are just never stop giving you a lot of love there. That's good, and really no hot spots. Look at the pocket clip. Deep carry, and it can go left. See, I mean, I like it when they flatten out at the end, at the tip here. So, I mean, if a pocket clip gives hot spots, which, I mean, under the right conditions, I guess all of them kind of can. But, I mean, this doesn't seem to bother me. It hits me right in here. And no. Yeah, I don't know if it was like an all-day thing. Well, you probably want to wear gloves if it's an all-day thing. And I don't know what you're doing with your pocket knife all day long, you know. But in any case, that you're cutting something, having really heavy tasks to do continually. But then I'd probably find a fixed blade in my drawer somewhere if I was going to do that. In any case, so yeah. But you know, these can be pretty heavy use knives as folding knives go. And I'm not a big proponent of hammering, folding knives through 4x4s and stuff like that. I just think that's ridiculous. Folding knife to me is that's not what you do with them. I mean, the proper tool for the proper task, but that's not it for me. Now we've relegated the large titanium model to the cheap boy box, and here's what the box looks like, just in case you might want to do. And another reviewer was like not all that happy with this, and you know what? No, I'm good. And I guess my little piece of paper that says it's there's a little piece of paper that comes in the box. They lay it in there that'll tell you what the model is and all that kind of stuff. And I may have grabbed the wrong box because I think this model that I got from Russell at SHOT Show didn't have it in there. But in any case, piece of plastic, and then I don't know if they actually put them in these bags or they just lay the bag in there. I'd have to remember now. I've slept since then. But yeah, these are kind of like your Crown Royal bag, that you put your Crown Royal booze comes in and it magnets up every little speck of everything. But hey, I mean, it's kind of classy looking. You can use it for a lot of different things, and you can actually put your knife in it. So, if you don't, okay, that's fine. No sweat. You don't have to do it. But I mean, it's there to use. And I'll tell you one thing. Brother man. These boxes are really structurally sound. I mean, listen to that. I mean, that's tough. These things are really strong. I mean, probably your 6-year-old kid could stand on this and not collapse it. That's pretty good. So I'm pretty pleased with that. And they open so easy. Just, they don't stay. Oh, God. So it's such a pain in the ass sometimes with knives that come in boxes that are almost impossible to open, or you tear the flaps or whatever. So I like that about them too. Yeah, should they change the pivot thing? I think go to a Torx, to heck with it. You just put some nice decorative milling circle or something around, and then the Torx thing in the middle, and call it good. I'm good with that. I would change that. And skeletonize the liners on these G10 versions. Okay, yeah, I'd do that. The rest of it, I'm pretty happy with. The action's really good. I mean, for a shooter, I mean, this thing's not a $250 Proud Carry necessarily, but it'll get her done. And you know what I'm saying? I think it's a really good design. Well, I mean, I was really drawn to the Tradition right off the bat when I went into their booth. Bam, bam. And this little dog, come here, little dog. Okay. What are we doing? Turn you around here. S35VN. So, yeah, kind of, sort of. Let me see about this one. I don't think I used that little one. Well, this one's sharper. Definitely sharper. Little guy, what's the matter with you? Now, you're all right, but you could improve. Yeah, probably my paper cutting skills could improve too. So in any case, whatever. It's not just about looking good. Send him up to Kevin up in the northeast U.S., and he put a mirror thing on that. In fact, I've got to pick some knives up. I said I was going to send him some, and I never did yet. But I'm going to pick some ones that I'm going to keep, and I'm going to have him put a mirror on them. in any case, the action's really good on these knives. I mean, I had some people ask me, how's the action, especially compared to like a Wee knife or, get over the detent ball, a Wee knife or Kaiser, Riot, that kind of thing. And, you know, I said, I'm not sure if I can like pigeonhole all of Riot knives or all of Wee knives in a box and say they all have, you know, all Wee knives have a certain kind of action, all Riot knives have a certain kind of action, or all Kaiser knives. I mean, I've had some Kaisers that I thought were just incredibly great action, and some Wee knives that may not have been so good. So, I mean, these are, you know, they're good action. I mean, and I go, also, you know, you can adjust the pivot. I mean, if you want it a little stiffer, and this one here, Steve, I think, left it a little stiffer. I mean, this, see, I mean, you got to kind of really shake it down. I could have loosened it just a crack if I wanted to have it more drop, more guillotine-ish, but actually, this is fine for me. So, but you know, I'm not getting any noise or anything like that. Of course, this is a titanium with a hardened steel insert over travel stop, which is like that. And, you know, come to think of it, I promised you pictures. Okay, so ceramic multi-row bearings. And then, of course, here's your steel washer that interfaces with that. Steel washer underneath that bearing group there. And, of course, the multi-row and your ceramic detent ball. Over travel stop, hardened steel insert. Okay, there's your back spacer. That kind of thing. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not rocket science or anything, but obviously there, that travels right there. Bang, there's your stop, blade stop. And if you were interested, this looks like a shark. Yeah, this is that full-size shark with carbon fiber on the outside. And this had single row. Now, narrower blade, so maybe doesn't need that kind of support. I don't know why they changed up on the multi-row as opposed to single row ceramics, but I'm thinking this is definitely not as wide or tall a blade as the other, and so there may be. This is the, I think this is the Jungle. So it's a G10 knife, and you can see steel liner, which these are not skeletonized, which I, you know, barked at Russell about, whatever. I mean, it might save you 0.3 or something on the carry weight. So I don't know. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna. It's not a deal killer. It's just an extra little thing that kind of helps a little bit. And the ceramic bearings here as well. And it just never stops, does it? Okay, and same deal here. This is the, obviously, this knife here. The Tradition in camo. And there you go. So, and you know, it's got blued, you know, hardware and stuff like that, which is nice. I like the blue coated hardware. It's good. It's good. Same here, you know. Nicely done. And where was I going? Oh, here's the pouch. Inside this box, there's a tin. So we're going to really run this show. See, some people complain. They go, you went 20 minutes talking about... Well, hey, I take... Well, I was propping things up with that. I'll take as long as it takes. Yeah, and this is for this knife here. And, you know, I take as long as it takes. And if you're still here, maybe you're still interested in finding out more. I don't know. Don't like these flaps. Pain in the butt. In any case, so out of that comes this tin. And inside the tin is this. Okay? And I know this goes to this knife because I sent it up to Wyoming with it. So here it is. And I don't think I have that little tool. Okay. But there is a little flat, crap. I didn't have it in here. In any case, but you get this stuff. And what did they give you that little, and it was a little tool in there, and you're right, I pulled that out and put it somewhere else. It wasn't that big on it anyhow. And I'm looking around my table, I don't see it. So yeah, comes in there, or probably in here first, and then in this pocket, and then you got a microfiber cloth, and you get your little paperwork thing and all that stuff. I'm not sure if that really came with that, but I put it in there, so there she goes. In any case, with the gel pack, you win. Bingo. But yeah, talk about presentation. I mean, really nice zipper pouch, microfiber cloth, tin box, inside of a nice big wax box thing. I mean, you know what a ZT knife comes in, right? And they cost $250. So, hey, at least, I mean, I don't know how they're doing it, but, $175 for the full-size titanium, $150 for this. That's before your discount. So, and Justin said to remind you guys that, yes, the discount can be reused and reused and reused on any knife. Any knife in his store. And if you don't see the knife you want, hit that little thing down below. It says contact us. Hit that. I've done that several times. And now I've got his email address, but hit that and type out your thing, Hey, I'm looking for this Benchmade model, blah, 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 blah. Can I get it? Can I use my discount? Blah, blah, blah. Are you going to carry them? Whatever. And at least, talk to the man. Just because it ain't staring you in the face doesn't mean you can't get it. And if getting that discount is important because, maybe a Benchmade knife be $200 and some dollars. So $20-something is $20-something. And so in any case, when you figure these knives and just looking at them from just a pure competitive retail perspective, they're pretty dang competitive. I'm trying to think of a full-size titanium S35VN knife, ceramic bearing, ceramic D10, all that kind of stuff, that would be below $200. Tuya knives, and they are kicking butt. Okay, so Tuya knives, yes. And other than them, not many. Unless you catch them on sale or special. But, most of the ZT and all the other stuff that I'm seeing out there is in the mid-2s and up. Wee knives, Kaisers. So, I don't know. I'm just pondering in my head. Sorry about that. But, yeah, and there's no weight relieving on the inside of here either, if you can see that. Sorry I didn't get around to that earlier, but good looking knives. Yeah, I like the action on them. Oh, didn't make it over the detent yet. Okay, now we did. So, yeah, they seem to be easy to function with. I mean, you just have to check it out yourself. See what you think, because I'd be interested in hearing back from any of you guys that get these knives. Let me know what you think. Whether you get a heavy user like these guys, or you get the laminate G10 carbon fiber ones with S35VN, and those things for sale for around right at 100 even. So with your discount, $90. S35VN, carbon fiber, G10 laminate, I'd say that's kicking it in the butt pretty good too. And then these guys at $50, yeah, pretty hard to beat. Any case, I think we've done some of the homework on here. If you want to look, These are big knives. Fancy should look even bigger here. In this aspect ratio, she won't look as big. Okay, that's a pair of 2. She's small. These are 4-inch, 9-inch overall. This is a 3.5-inch blade, 8 1/4 overall. This, of course, is a 3-inch blade here. And like I said, 4-inch blade. And this is the same size as the titanium one. 4 inches, 100 millimeters. See what I'm saying? 9 inches overall. So 23 centimeters. Let me do this one just to kind of reinforce that whole rigmarole. 4-inch, 9-inch. There you go. 23 centimeters, basically, and 100 millimeters. Okay, so this little dog, no, he's not near as much. He's 3-inch, which is nice to have these little smaller ones, which is not even quite 80 millimeters, right? 75 and some change, maybe, somewhere in there. And 7 inches. Not quite 18 centimeters. So 3-inch blade, 7 inches overall, 3.2 ounces. Artisan Cutlery. Not billboarding their blade up that bad. I mean, they do have a few things on here, but I don't think that's overdone. And stone wash, that kind of deal. Stone wash. Stone wash. Stone wash. But, you know, I mean, they don't print up real bad, and I don't know. I don't know about satin on that. That's fine with me, as far as I'm concerned. Cool. All right. Have I burnt you out? I think I have burnt everybody out. But, you know, just wanted to go through these tradition knives. Of course, we didn't get the laminate carbon fiber one, but we got the rest of them. So let me know if you get one of these. Let me know what you think. I'm interested in seeing what you think of these knives. Take care, my friends. We'll be back another time to talk about another knife or many more. Because you know what we do around here, don't you? We love them knives, so stay sharp.